I think we should run the intro. I think we should. This bloody trackpad. Hello, hello, hello. We pretend that little foobar didn't happen. It's just press. It selects the other thing. It doesn't matter. I'm late because the missus goes, "Oh, will you make sausage rolls?" And I said, "Why didn't you ask me half an hour ago?" You can't have coffee time and sausage rolls. You can't. Can't happen. So if you hear a beeping, that's the oven with sausage rolls. Yeah. Anyway, what have we doing? I have not looked at the Daily Mail website. I don't know what's going on. Really, I'm distracted. I'm totally distracted. Daily Mail's got a real thing about the TV show this morning, and I think they want Philip Schofield to leave. It seems to be like a Philip Schofield watch. They're obsessed. That seems to be the thing. I don't care. We've got some horrible court news. This is the story of oh God, it's a big name here. Jan Jerzy Lagoda Filippo. Here he is. He's not a good boy. He's not a good boy. Right. He's a Polish fella, but it's got nothing to do with it, because it just says it here. He had an advertising business registered in Covent Garden, and he was at a luxury apartment in Thailand, right, with his Ukrainian model girlfriend, and they've got some CCTV of them walking in. Here they are, walking in, see? And when they got into the apartment, he murdered her. And yeah, hacked her to pieces with a saw. But he used Google Translate to ask for help to disposing the body. Yeah. The 25-year-old also allegedly asked a taxi driver to help him. Yeah, that's not good, is it? This is a terrible story, and they've actually got these are the saws that he used. He didn't even use the motorized motorized saw. He used the old. That can't be good. Doesn't anyone use a wood chipper anymore? But yeah, this is what's going on in Thailand at the moment, apparently. What a story. This is the top story. This is the top story on the Daily Mail website. She arrived there on April 29th, but he left without her on May 15th. So it had a long time, over nearly a fortnight to yeah. That's not a good story, is it? That's not a good story. Would you buy food that's 2 years out of date? Yeah, this is a story. This is what they're asking here. Online retailers such as Matatos and Approved Food. I've seen advertisements for these people. I think I've seen them on the old Facebook. Yeah, they buy up expired food, or stuff that's gone out their best before date, and they sell them for quids. And here are some of the savings you could make. Look at that. Look, got to get the graphic in too big. See, like you get beans. How much? £2.80 for a tin of beans? Seriously? Sainsbury's beans for me. And yeah, And so the Daily Mail is asking, would you use one of these? Yeah, I would. I think we should do this. And they did a little review, and this guy spent he spent £40 39, but saved £21 in total if you compared it with the previous thing. That's not bad going, is it? And for approved food, spent 34 quid and saved £17. And here's their haul. I think that's what it's a lot of stuff, isn't it? This is going to be more commonplace. I think these places are going to be more people are going to use them. Who uses WhatsApp? I don't, because I've got no friends. I think the only person on my WhatsApp is my mother-in-law, and I don't even talk to her. I think I just used it to send her some pictures once. But apparently there's a new feature. There's a new chat lot feature on WhatsApp, which people have been saying that this is perfect for people who are having affairs. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, it allows users to keep secret conversations locked behind a password. One Facebook user said, "This is great and wonderful news. Thanks, Mr. Zuckerberg, because it's owned by WhatsApp's owned by Facebook. Cheating has been upgraded." There you go. Isn't that good? And see, this is it. Zuckerberg announced the news himself, saying you can do locked chats. I think Mrs. Zuckerberg might want to have a word with him. Obviously, he's had that developed for himself, hasn't he? What do you reckon? Do you think Zuckerberg's been a bit naughty? Definitely. Good news, everybody. Ministers are warning that net migration could hit 1.1 million by the time of the next election. It's good, isn't it? Oh, it could all be solved. All be solved. This is my plan, right? What we do is all the money we spend on this, we instead of having a big boat, a big boat that they're going to put them on, which is, I'll tell you, they're going to end up setting it on fire, and it's going to be a big disaster, right? And all the Rwanda stuff, don't do that. Just open a processing facility in Calais, and if they don't come in via that, then they're illegal, and then we can just ignore them. There you go. Van life. Hashtag van life. In case anyone can hear. This is interesting. A lot of people are giving up the traditional 4 walls and the roof for van life. And Bristol, they're cracking down. They're cracking down. One of Bristol's van dweller communities has been banned from talking to local residents by the council. Can they do that? Can you ban people? The community has spent the last few years living in caravans, transits and horse boxes around Greenbank Cemetery in Bristol's Treadley eastern suburb. But they've got this new rule. It's passed a series of measures implemented by Bristol County Court following application by the council. It comes after there's a rise of complaints for blocked pavements, fires, littering, human waste, double parking and rising vehicles. That looks quite nice, doesn't it, really? And this fella, Dexter Shallcross, who's 24, he's lived in the street in his little yellow van since last September. See, more people are doing it. They're doing it. Van life. Members of the community say they can't afford rent properties due to the housing crisis. A legal loophole means that as long as the vehicles are fully taxed and have passed the MOTs, there's nothing the authorities can do. That's right. It's true. So yeah, the injunction orders to persons they know to be placed on the vehicles, warning they face court, jail, fines or have an asset seized if they don't comply. Part of the ban includes contacting either directly or indirectly any resident of Greenbank View by whatever means, or even saying hello. And that includes sending messages to them on social media. Oh my God. Residents are also unable to instruct or encourage any other persons to contact either directly or indirectly the residents of Greenbank View. Wow. This is this is I don't necessarily agree what they've done, but can't you just move them along? But yeah, one of the residents, Mo Abdi, who's a student, said it's not a free country. Obviously not. We live in a fascist state. Remember that. If I'm walking down the street and someone says, "Hello, mate, you all right?" Am I not allowed to say anything? Nope. If they evict everyone from here, where's everyone going to go? Who cares? Cost of living crisis. So yeah, van life. Van life. So don't go to Bristol. Bristol's rubbish, you know, overrated, isn't it? Do you know what the problem with Bristol is? It's full of Bristolians. That's the problem. What's that? We've lost the Bristolians. It's a shame that. I found it. I've got an animal story early on, but we'll tuck that behind a window. Oh, do you want to hear about the biggest heart heist of modern history? Yeah, 5 men have been found guilty of orchestrating and carrying out the theft of 18th century jewels worth more than £100 million from a Dresden museum in 2019 in what's been described as the biggest heart heist in modern history. This is at Dresden State Court. They ruled that the 5 men aged 24 to 29 responsible for a break-in at the Green Vault Museum back in November 2019, and there was a theft of 21 pieces of jewellery containing more than 4,300 diamonds, with a total insured value of nearly £100 million. The members were part of the Remo clan, an extended family known for its ties to organised crime in Germany. And they were sentenced to prison, sentences between 4 years and 4 months and 6 years and 3 months. Well, that'll teach them. Look, this guy's got his hat. Look, there you go. They fuss their faces out, and they're not allowed to see who they are. And here's some of the jewels. Look at that. What are you going to do with it? How could you sell it on? You couldn't. It could be on eBay, could you? I suppose you could break them down, sell the diamonds individually. And here is how the gems were snatched. But those sentences are rather poor for the supposedly biggest heart heist in history. We've got a story here about Gen Z Americans. Apparently they're putting on British accents. Linguistic experts explains the TikTok fascination with the way Britons speak. I reckon it could be all down to the royal family. Apparently, yeah, more Gen Z TikTokers from the US are admitting to putting a fake British accent. Many are influenced by British television shows like Love Island, really, and Bridgerton, as they sample various regional accents from like Essex to Liverpool. Amazing. I'm losing the will to live here. British accents, blah 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 blah. Doctor, who is it? Who we got? Doctor someone. Doctor Who? Doctor, not Doctor Who. Dr. Calbert R. Graham of Cambridge University said it could be linked to novelty and exoticism. Also, it could be them trying to re-establish their links to the old country. Well, surely it'd be more Irish accents, because a lot of Americans came up from Ireland, didn't they, back in the day? What else have we got here? No, I can't read. There's not a lot. There's not a lot going on today. Though good news, fuel prices are going to plunge to their cheapest level, with petrol falling to 1.45 And diesel down to 154. Wow. Knock yourself out. Fill your boots. Here's an interesting story. Who remembers Johnny Lee Miller? Johnny Lee Miller back in the day was in the film Trainspotting. Do you remember Trainspotting? I don't think they've actually got a little picture from Trainspotting. He's the one who's not Ewan McGregor. And where has it gone? There we go. He's the fella on the left here with the glasses on. That fella there, that's Johnny Lee Miller. More recently appeared in The Crown as John Major, which is a bit uncanny. But he's revealed he's got a new. His life's taken a different turn. He's qualified, right? He's qualified as a volunteer firefighter in New York. Yeah, he took to Instagram on Monday to announce he's completed a 5-month course at Suffolk County Fire Academy, and he's now qualified at firefighter level 1, which is the basic level of training you need to pursue a career as a volunteer firefighter. It's like Steve Buscemi. He's a firefighter, wasn't he? Back in the day, he said he took a picture and posted it to Instagram. Here's the picture he posted. And he said, what did he say, Darren? He said, today I qualified as a firefighter 1 after a 5-month course at Suffolk County Fire Academy. Huge thanks to all the instructors. Can't wait to serve the community I love on Fire Island, New York. And he's been documenting his training. And here he is, not dressed as a firefighter. There you go. Interesting story. I like that one. So I like Johnny Lee Miller. He was. Oh, that's the sound of the sausage rolls done. I've only done 17 minutes. I hope the missus is going to get them out of the oven because they're going to burn. Did you get them out of the oven in time? Oh, we have a Neighbours at War. This is a big Neighbours at War issue. This is Mark Randolph Dyer. He's a property magnate. A property magnate, eh? Does that mean he gets stuck to buildings? No, not that kind of magnet, you mug. This here he is. But yeah, he owns a lot of property. But he's decided to sue 4 neighbours, right? Yeah, they've clashed with neighbours at a tiny hamlet of Brook in recent years because they're going to redevelop their 2.6 million house, which is in the Surrey Hills. And yeah, he's suing a GP and 3 village pensioners for 1.3 million. He's accused them of spying on him and trespassing on his land because, again, he reckons that they've been monitoring what he's up to. Yeah, they lodged more than 50 planning applications with the council. And when the neighbours heard, 4 villagers, GP Dr. Andrew Cross, a retired bank executive David Small, his wife Susan, plus charity trustee Patricia Webb, launched a campaign of harassment against the couple. Really? The menacing clique, as had been described, all members of the local Brook residents group were accused of ganging up to look at the Dyers in a spooky way, using telephoto lenses to intrude on their privacy and trespassing on their land. In one incident, Mr. Small worked for the Bank of England before he retired. He's said to have appeared on the roof of his house, mimicking the voice from his rich neighbour's security system. Okay. And the Dyers, the people who are, the guy I showed you, have been previously involved in a dispute with another elderly villager. They're suing everyone. They've accused him of 25 years of harassment. I think they're caught crazy. Yeah, he was being sued for torching their garden fence. Oh dear. So yeah, they've got a number of court cases going on with these old age pensioners, and just look at them. Look at him. They're suing them all. Well, we'll have to keep our eye out for that one. Meanwhile, AI. Are you worried about AI? Well, apparently, artificial intelligence is being embraced by the Pet Shop Boys. Yeah. Apparently, Neil Tennant said that AI could fill in the blanks if a song has been left unfinished, if the composer suffers from writer's block. So that they are looking, him and his bandmate Chris Lowe. See, I know all the names. Mrs. favourite band when she met me, and I twisted her against them. Looking at new technology as they prepare their Dream World Greatest Hits tour in Europe this summer. He said there's a song that we wrote a chorus for in 2003. We never finished it because I couldn't think of anything for the verses. He told Radio Times. Sure, it's Times Radio. They got that wrong. It's not Radio Times. It's Times Radio. He said, but now with AI, you could give it the bits you've written, press a button, and have it fill in the blanks. Do you know what, Neil? No one's going to notice because your lyrics are puerile. If you'd have said to me back in, I don't know, 1988, Pet Shop Boys will still be around in the future, I'd have said, get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, so I can't imagine just how dull their songs would be as they're finished by AI. It's a sin? Yeah? Or are they going to make lots of money? I suppose it's an opportunity, but are they being boring? Michael Gove is blasting Keir Starmer. Why? Because he says he's trying to rig elections by handing votes to non-British citizens and 16-year-olds. Alan Johnson, who used to be in the Labour cabinet, was on the radio last night, and he made a great point. He said, yeah, give votes to 16-year-olds and you'll have even more people who aren't going to vote. And I thought it was a really good point. But again, Keir Starmer, he's so desperate for power, so desperate for the lick of the spoon, that he's come up with this. You know, actually, I think we should raise voting to 21. Raise everything to 21. And imagine that. And instead of, if he wants to win the election, all he's got to do is say, I'm going to renationalise the power industry and all those other industries that we sold off, and I'm going to deliver cheaper energy and water and better services. And if he said that and he did it, he'd get voted in. It's as easy as that. But he's doing this nonsense instead. He's trying to solve again, like ID cards, trying to solve a problem that didn't exist in the first place. And this is what they do. They create problems that they can't solve. What else have we got? What else have we got here? Got more court news. This is a good one. This is Liam Callaghan, and yeah, he looks like a lovely chap. What did he do? Well, hi, the 33-year-old from Whittington in Shropshire had a bit of a break-up with Samantha Durbridge, and he told her he'd been cheating on her with her mother for years. Yeah, but he hadn't. He just did it to get back at her. But it doesn't end there, because he tried to blackmail her. Yeah. He broke into his former partner's home. while she slept. She woke to find him crouched next to her in bed and accused her of sleeping with another man. He tried to extort her for £10,000 in hush money. You know, he's a lovely fella. He was found guilty of harassment at Warrington Magistrates Court and handed an 18-month restraining order. There you go. And he has had a history of taking romantic breaks badly, with previous conviction against a former lover. So remember, ladies, if you see him coming, run in the opposite direction. He denied wrongdoing, but like I said, he was convicted and sentenced to 18-month community order with 20 days of rehabilitation activity sessions. And they send him on 30 sessions of a Building Better Relationships course. Good luck with that. He's also got £120 fine, £500 in costs, and £95 surcharge. But yeah, not good. Not good. Again, more court news. This time going to the other side of the Atlantic. This is Noelle Dunphy. Here she is. And she is suing Rudolph Giuliani, the former mayor of New York and Trump's mate. Yeah, she's filed a $10 million sex assault lawsuit. And the 43-year-old, she's seeking damages from 78-year-old Rudolph Giuliani, right? And she alleged that he forced her to have sex with him, and made her perform whilst he was talking to Donald Trump on the phone. Just give her the money. Just give it. I'm traumatized just reading that out. She also claimed he insisted she worked from his apartment, naked or in a bikini, or in short shorts with American flag on them that he bought for her. She recorded many of their conversations. And one from 23rd of February 2019, Giuliani told her he could get in trouble with underage girls if they were 16 but looked 20. And it's a 70-page lawsuit that she filed on Monday before New York State Supreme Court. And she also says that she's owed £2 million, or $2 million, in unpaid wages. And here she is in better times. I don't know. Looks like she's enjoying herself. Ay caramba. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, she reckons that he wanted to be like Bill Clinton, alluding to, the Monica Lewinsky thing. He had aspirations. Good news, everybody. NASA may only be able to give us 30-minute warning if a killer solar storm hits Earth. Yeah, I know that. Well, it's probably even less time for one of those moving black holes that we was talking about yesterday. What else have we got? Oh, can't do that one. Let's do some German news, German politics. Annina Ukatis Semmelhack, 44. She's been elected onto the Municipal Council of Helmshorn, which is northwest of Hamburg. This was on Monday. And this is her campaign photo. And you think, good for her. Good for her. But she's got a bit of a past. Because not only is it's been revealed she was having an affair with Free Democratic Party MP Hagen Reinhold, who's 45 and a father of 3. But she also appeared on Germany's Big Brother. Yeah. And it's porn star. There you go. That's the story. I just wanted to show you the picture. Something for the dads. That's the story. Good luck. Good luck. That's German politics for you. You think our politics is bad? Oh dear. What else have we got? There's some pretty grim stories on here today. They're all pretty dark stories. Where's all the fun ones? There aren't any. Do, 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 do. Germany, back to Germany again. Germany's contemplating quitting Eurovision because it finished last again. Apparently, I think they're consistently in last place, aren't they? And yeah, many of the country demand that they no longer take part. They finished bottom of the pack behind the UK. We should start our own contest. Us and the Germans. Imagine that. Yeah, Germany has finished in the bottom 2 in 6 of the past 10 contests. And one commentator joked that the best result was in 2020 when the contest was cancelled because of the pandemic. And let's look at their entrance, looking despondent. Oh, whoa! Trackpad decided it didn't want to work. Then they're looking a bit miserable. Yeah, they announced that instead they were going to invade Poland. That was a joke. That was a joke. Oh, I've got another animal story here. Should we do this now? Yeah, I think I've done it enough because it's been rubbish today. It really is rubbish. I've got a load. I'm going to end on 3. I've got 3. I've actually got a 4th one, but I think that's. First of all, we're going to go to Cornwall, right? Vicky Barlow, she's a volunteer with the Rockpool Project, right? And she was out and about in South Cornwall earlier this month when she discovered, right, a rainbow sea slug. And this is what it looks like. There you go. They're incredibly rare animals. And some of the pictures, it's like something from a cartoon. Oh, look at that. It was under a heavy rock that was covered in seaweed. And she managed to get some good footage of the rainbow sea slug. Look at that. There you go. So that's one animal story, right? Meanwhile, we're back in Cornwall, right? This is at Restalmel Castle in Loswithiel in Cornwall, and the castle's been shut, right? It's been shut because the locals have been terrorised by bees. Yeah, you can see them on this video clip here. It looks just like, well, don't look like much for the video. Trust me, they're bees. And yeah, this is the castle where the bees are hanging out. And yeah, everyone's there's this swarm of bees that they're not enjoying. The closure of the castle comes after several witnesses reported a massive buzzing overhead, leaving them terrified. The bees were also spotted swarming in Fowey and Truro. And one woman said she had to seek shelter in her car as the bees were swarming all over her. Faye Wilton, a local community carer, managed to capture an astonishing film of the bees. She said, it scared the living hell out of me. I came out of a client's house, because she's a carer, and hear a massive buzzing sound overhead, like a plane. I haven't got a clue where they've all come from. English Heritage website said, Restalmill Castle is closed today due to a very high level of bee activity. Apologies for any inconvenience caused. Any visitors can just buzz off. Yeah. So, where did they come from? And one woman claims that they've got bees in their chimney. There you go. Have you seen a bee? Leave a comment in the comment box below. Yeah? Alright then. Meanwhile, this is the story of a goldfish. We're in Devon now. This is the village of Newton Poppleford. And there was some floods. There were some storms last week and some floods that battered the West Country and the county of Devon. And this goldfish, he got washed out of his pond, and he ended up in a puddle near a playing field. And Ellen Partridge was clearing the playing field when she found him and came to his rescue. There you go. That's a good story, that. And here he is. Here's a better view of him. He's a big boy, isn't he? He's been dubbed Britain's luckiest goldfish. And yeah, he went missing for 24 hours. And yeah, this is the flooded roads around there. Or he might have just made a break for it. Maybe he thought he'd have a little vacation. But yeah. And yeah, the owner was quickly found on Facebook. And they lost another goldfish in the floods. But that one was also found alive. And yeah, both runaway fish are now back swimming in their pond. There you go. Thin. It means the end. Thin. Get it? Oh, that's look at that. Oh, we've got some people in. Run Scoots in. This is hi. AJ says, hashtag fan life indeed. Run says, most of us will end up living in a van the way things are going. I keep threatening the missus with that. AJ says, no one should want to be like any royal family. We've got a lot less media with the Irish accents here in the States. And Fasano's in. He says, long time no see. Well, I'm still here, mate. AJ says, Google sausage rolls. Apparently we don't have them here. Well, you should do. Hashtag for the dads. A sausage roll is basically sausage meat wrapped in pastry. Not like a piggy in a blanket. Piggy blanket, not the same. Not the same. But I'm going to have my sausage rolls now. Anyway, thank you for watching. That was the news. Killing the channel one video at a time. I just apologise for the quality. It wasn't very good today. And we'll do this all again soon. Of course, there's a live stream tonight, which I'll see you for. And yeah, that's it. There's no more thing to say. And that is drink it up.